kickoff.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. First down, Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Sets up to throw on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
40-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
On 2nd and 12, Morgan. They'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They run, Devontae Freeman. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run here with Freeman. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
This is Freeman. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. He had the option to hand that football off half, I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. J.J. Nelson, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Morgan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball. Couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Morgan now to throw again. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Morgan. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw is Morgan. Back to the air on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Morgan on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he takes this one back pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that would pretty much seal the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2-in-1 game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison in the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. Here's Morgan throwing after the interception. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that
And this throw will be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 46 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Morgan. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, Morgan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time win right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They run with Hines. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Carr. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now Carr. They'll roll him out right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 41 yards.
10 at the 11-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Morgan looks to throw it. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Devontae Freeman. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears cut into that lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Raiders 28, Bears 12. Ryan Suckup set.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, now Carr. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit at sooner, it may have been a fumble.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. It's caught. Nelson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
They'll run on first down. Hines. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 36, Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with high-power offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen. On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run it. Freeman. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Morgan to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up at the 30. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. First play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 14.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 48. Marr able to put this one through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk taken.
And now here's another interception. Jonathan Abram picks him. And he will be brought down. His time is now running on this first half of action. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Set to kick off.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. John L. Mooney, 50 yards. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Raiders 31, Bears 19. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Carr to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On play action, it's Carr. Got an open man, it's Rose. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down.
territory, needing only a few inches. They're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 56 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Carr. And it's hauled in by Nelson. Touchdown Raiders. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter. Not
only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Throwing on 2nd down. Morgan, he sets to fire deep. And my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. All I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now it's Hines. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Carr now on first down. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one and another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw again. Carr. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on its first. This time it's 39 yards away. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now Morgan throwing again. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Raider defense delivers a score. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched them. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bears get a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
You know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
The 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2nd and 7.
They run again with Hines. 7 yards there and a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
On 1st down, Carr. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
The 43-yard line.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
4th down.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
34. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a two-score lead. Fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive first and 10. Give them 12 yards that time at a Las Vegas first.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Here's Hines. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Brings up third down and 9.
Throwing his car on third down. He'll let this go deep for runs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Morgan now to throw from his end zone. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
At the 16-yard line.
Throwing now is Morgan. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
That's good for a Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Second and 10. Throwing from the gun is Morgan. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But now it'll be third down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
To throw is Morgan. To throw on third down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Time definitely of the essence now. Just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And they should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Yardage here, back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have it in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Now a play fake. Carr. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And how about this? Viva Las Vegas. The Las Vegas Raiders on top of the football world as they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment,